The Sacred Art of Japanese Home Cleaning, 15 Life-Changing Secrets from an Ancient Notebook. Japanese homes hold a secret power that most of us never truly understand. Walk into any traditional Japanese home and you'll immediately feel it. That sense of calm, that perfect balance, that almost magical cleanliness that seems to happen without effort. But here's what shocked me most. It's not about having the right products or spending hours scrubbing. It's about something much deeper, much more beautiful. I'm Sarah from the Senior Life Part channel, where we help people over 50 create homes and lives that truly support them. Before we dive into these incredible secrets, I need you to do something for me right now. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. These tips are going to change how you think about your home forever, and I don't want you to miss any of our life-changing content. Also, if this resonates with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. The precious gift. Let me tell you about the most extraordinary birthday present I ever received. It wasn't wrapped in fancy paper or tied with expensive ribbon. Instead, it came wrapped in a simple piece of soft fabric handed to me by an elderly woman named Akiko on my 62nd birthday. Akiko, now 82 years old, has lived in America for over 40 years, but she carries within her the timeless wisdom of traditional Japanese living. She's one of those people who makes everyone feel instantly peaceful just by being in their presence. Her own home is like stepping into a sanctuary, not because it's perfect, but because every single thing has its place and purpose. That evening, after my small birthday gathering ended and the house grew quiet, I sat down with a cup of tea and unwrapped her gift. Inside was a handwritten notebook filled with pages and pages of beautiful handwriting in black ink. The paper was cream-colored, aged but well cared for. On the first page, she had written, "These are the things that have guided my life and my home for 8 decades." As I read through each page, I realized I wasn't just holding cleaning tips. I was holding a philosophy of living, a way of being in the world that transforms not just your space, but your entire relationship with your home and yourself. Why Japanese homes feel different? Friends, there's something magical about Japanese homes that goes far beyond what meets the eye. You know that feeling when you walk into someone's house and instantly feel relaxed? That's not accident. It's intentional design for the soul. In Japan, they don't just clean to remove dirt and dust. They clean to create harmony between their inner world and their outer environment. Every action, every movement, every decision about what stays and what goes is made with deep intention and respect. This isn't about being perfect or spending your entire day cleaning. It's about understanding that our homes are extensions of ourselves. And when we care for them with genuine love and attention, they care for us right back. Before I share these 15 secrets with you, please take a moment to like this video if it's already speaking to you. Your engagement helps us reach more people who need these messages of hope and practical wisdom. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Life Part if you haven't already. We're building a community of people who believe it's never too late to create the life and home you deserve. The 15 Sacred Secrets. Secret 1. Soji. Cleaning as sacred practice. The first secret Akiko shared completely changed how I think about housework. She called it Soji, cleaning as a sacred practice, not just a chore. In traditional Japanese culture, cleaning isn't something you rush through to get to the real activities of your day. It is one of the real activities, a time for meditation, gratitude, and renewal. Akiko wrote that before she begins any cleaning, she takes 3 deep breaths and opens a window. She says this lets the old energy leave and invites fresh energy to enter. Then she actually greets her cleaning tools, her broom, her cloth, her mop, like old friends who are going to help her care for her home. When I first read this, I'll be honest, I thought it sounded a bit silly. But I decided to try it, and something beautiful happened. Instead of rushing through my weekly cleaning feeling frustrated and tired, I found myself moving more slowly, more deliberately. I noticed corners I'd been ignoring for months. I felt grateful for having a home to clean. Akiko never used harsh chemical cleaners. Instead, she would add a few drops of essential oil to her water, mint for energy, lavender for calm, or orange for joy. She said the scent should make you want to breathe deeply, not hold your breath. After cleaning, she had a beautiful ritual. She would make herself a cup of tea, sit in her freshly cleaned space, and simply look around with gratitude. She called this witnessing the renewal. Since I started practicing Soji every weekend, my home doesn't just look cleaner, it feels lighter, brighter, more alive. I sleep better in a space that's been cleaned with love rather than obligation. Try this approach just once. Pick one room, open a window, take those 3 deep breaths, and clean like you're caring for someone you love deeply. Because you are. You're caring for yourself.
Secret 2, mono no aware, the beauty of letting things go. The second secret is perhaps the most emotionally powerful one in Akiko's notebook. She called it mono no aware, understanding the natural beauty of things passing away. This isn't just about decluttering or getting rid of stuff. It's about developing a healthy relationship with the objects in our lives and understanding that holding on to things that no longer serve us actually prevents new joy from entering our lives. Akiko had a gentle but powerful practice. Each spring, she would walk through her home and touch every object: clothes, books, kitchen tools, decorations, everything. For each item, she would ask 3 questions. Do you still bring beauty or usefulness to my life today? If I lost you tomorrow, would I truly miss you? If I saw you in a store right now, would I choose to bring you home? If the answer to any of these questions was no, she would hold the item for a moment, thank it for how it served her, and then let it go to someone who could use it. I tried this with a closet full of clothes I hadn't worn in years but kept just in case. One by one, I held each piece, asked Akiko's 3 questions, and thanked the items before placing them in donation bags. It didn't feel like losing anything. It felt like making space for my life as it is now, not as it used to be. The most powerful part, she taught me to never let go in anger or haste. Each release should feel peaceful, even grateful. When we honor what things have given us before we let them go, we create space that feels light and free, rather than empty and sad. Please share this video with someone who might be struggling with letting go of possessions. Sometimes we all need permission to release what no longer serves us, and your share might be exactly what they need to see today.
Secret 3, Tatami, the wisdom of vertical organization. Here's a secret that will revolutionize your drawers and storage spaces. Arrange everything vertically instead of stacking it in piles. Akiko called this principle tatami, inspired by how traditional Japanese mats are arranged. When you fold clothes, documents, towels, or anything else, fold them so they can stand up side by side rather than lying flat in stacks. The magic of this approach? You can see everything you own at a single glance. Nothing gets buried at the bottom of a pile. Nothing gets forgotten or lost. I tested this in my bedroom dresser, and the results were amazing. Suddenly, I was wearing shirts I'd completely forgotten I owned because they'd been buried under other clothes for months. Getting dressed became easier because I could see all my options without disturbing anything else. Akiko's technique for folding was beautiful too. She said to fold each item like you're wrapping a gift for someone you love. Because you are. You're giving yourself the gift of organization and ease. She also taught me to fold with gratitude. As you smooth each crease, thank the item for keeping you comfortable and warm. This might sound strange, but it transforms the task from tedious work into a moment of appreciation. The same principle works for papers, books, kitchen utensils, and almost anything else. Stand things up whenever possible instead of laying them flat in piles.
Secret 4. Kanso, the power of simplicity and space. One of the most profound secrets in Akiko's notebook was about space, not filling it, but respecting it. She wrote about Kanso, the principle that empty space in your home isn't wasted space, it's breathing room for your soul. When we crowd every surface, fill every corner, and stack items everywhere they fit, we create visual and emotional overwhelm. Akiko had a rule. Whenever she arranged items on any surface, a shelf, table, counter, or dresser top, she would leave at least 1/4 of the space completely empty. No decorations, no useful items, just open space where light could rest and eyes could relax. When I first tried this, I was worried my home would look empty or unfinished. Instead, it looked elegant and peaceful. The items I did keep became more noticeable and beautiful because they had space around them to breathe. She compared this to music, saying that the silence between notes is what makes the melody beautiful. In our homes, the empty spaces between our possessions create visual rhythm and calm. This principle works everywhere. Kitchen counters, bathroom vanities, nightstands, bookshelves. Leave some space empty and watch how much more peaceful and organized everything feels. Before we continue, I want to encourage you to subscribe to Senior Life Part if you're finding value in these secrets. We share content like this regularly to help people create homes and lives that truly support them. Your subscription helps us continue this important work.
Secret 5. Wabi-sabi, finding beauty in imperfection. Akiko taught me that a home doesn't need to be perfect to be beautiful. It needs to be real and lived in with love. Wabi-sabi is the Japanese art of finding beauty in imperfection, impermanence, and incompleteness. This secret freed me from the pressure of having a magazine-perfect home and helped me appreciate the authentic beauty of a space where real life happens. She wrote that a slightly worn wooden table tells the story of meals shared with family. A favorite chair with a small stain speaks of countless evenings spent reading and dreaming. These aren't flaws to hide, they're evidence of a life well lived. This doesn't mean accepting dirt or chaos. It means recognizing that character marks and gentle wear can be beautiful when they come from love and use rather than neglect. I stopped trying to hide every sign that people actually live in my home. Instead, I began seeing the beauty in my well-used kitchen counter, my favorite reading chair with its slightly faded fabric, and my garden tools that show the marks of caring for plants I love. Wabi-sabi teaches us that trying to maintain perfection is exhausting and impossible. Embracing the gentle imperfections that come from a life well lived brings peace and authenticity to our spaces. Secret 6. Ikigai, living with purpose in every corner. Ikigai means reason for being, and Akiko applied this concept to every area of her home. She believed that everything we keep should have a clear purpose or bring genuine joy. This goes deeper than just usefulness. Some things serve practical purposes. They help us cook, clean, or stay comfortable. Other things serve emotional purposes. They remind us of people we love, experiences we treasure, or dreams we're pursuing. But anything that serves no purpose and brings no joy becomes clutter that weighs on our spirits. Akiko's approach was to walk through her home regularly and ask each item, "What purpose do you serve in my life right now?" If she couldn't answer that question easily, it was time for the item to find a new home where it could be useful again. I applied this to my kitchen first.
I had drawers full of gadgets I never used, dishes for entertaining I never did, and appliances that seemed like good ideas when I bought them but didn't fit my actual cooking style. After keeping only what I actually used and truly enjoyed, my kitchen became a place of ease and creativity rather than overwhelm and guilt. This principle helped me create a home where everything earns its place by either serving me practically or bringing me joy. Nothing is there just because it's always been there.
Secret 7. Omotenashi, caring for others through your space. Omotenashi is the Japanese spirit of wholehearted service and hospitality. Akiko taught me that when we care for our homes, we're not just caring for ourselves, we're preparing to welcome and comfort others. This secret transformed how I think about home maintenance. Every time I clean a room, arrange flowers, or organize a space, I imagine how it will feel to someone who visits. Will they feel welcome? Will they sense the love and attention I've put into creating this environment? Even when no one is coming over, maintaining your home with this spirit of hospitality changes everything. You begin to see your space through fresh eyes and notice details you might have overlooked. Akiko would prepare her home each day as if someone special might drop by. Not with stress or pressure, but with the joy of creating a space that could embrace and comfort anyone who entered. This doesn't mean your home needs to be fancy or expensive. It means it should be clean, welcoming, and filled with the kind of warmth that makes people want to sit down, take a deep breath, and feel at home. When we care for our spaces with others in mind, we naturally create environments that are more beautiful and peaceful for ourselves too.
Secret 8. Shinrin-yoku, bringing nature's healing indoors. Shinrin-yoku means forest bathing, the practice of spending time in nature for healing and peace. Akiko brought this concept indoors by making her home feel connected to the natural world. This isn't just about having houseplants, though she loved those too. It's about incorporating natural elements, scents, textures, and rhythms into your daily home care. When she cleaned her floors, she would add a few drops of essential oil that reminded her of forests, gardens, or ocean breezes. She kept windows open whenever weather permitted, letting fresh air flow through her spaces. She placed small dishes of dried herbs or flower petals in different rooms, not for decoration, but for the gentle, natural scents they released. She said artificial fragrances can feel overwhelming, but natural scents invite deeper breathing and calm. I started opening windows every morning, even for just a few minutes in winter, to let fresh air circulate. I began using lemon slices, cinnamon sticks, and dried lavender instead of chemical air fresheners. The difference was remarkable. My home began to smell like a place where life happens naturally, rather than a place where chemicals mask life. She also taught me to notice and work with natural light throughout the day, cleaning and arranging during the hours when sunlight could help illuminate my work and energize my spirit.
Secret 9. Kaizen. Small improvements, big changes. Kaizen is the philosophy of continuous small improvements, and it's perfect for home care because it prevents overwhelm while creating steady progress. Instead of setting aside entire days from major cleaning projects, which often get postponed, Akiko divided her home care into tiny daily and weekly tasks that never felt overwhelming. She might spend 5 minutes organizing one drawer, 10 minutes wiping down bathroom surfaces, or 15 minutes tending to her plants. These small actions, done consistently, maintained a beautiful home without the stress of marathon cleaning sessions. I adopted this approach and created a simple weekly rhythm. Monday for kitchen details, Tuesday for bedroom freshening, Wednesday for bathroom attention, Thursday for living room care, Friday for floors, Saturday for one small organizing project, and Sunday for rest and enjoying the results. Each task takes less than 20 minutes, but together they keep everything feeling fresh and cared for. More importantly,
I never feel that dreaded overwhelm that comes from facing hours of neglected housework. The key is consistency rather than perfection. A few minutes of loving attention every day creates better results than occasional marathon sessions followed by weeks of neglect. Please take a moment to like this video if these secrets are resonating with you. Your engagement helps us reach more people who could benefit from these gentle approaches to creating beautiful, peaceful homes.
Secret 10. Mono no kokoro, the heart of things. Mono no kokoro means understanding the heart or essence of objects. Akiko taught me that everything in our homes has energy, and we can choose to fill our spaces with items that carry good energy. This isn't mystical thinking, it's practical wisdom about how our possessions affect our mood and energy. Some things in our homes make us feel heavy, tired, or sad when we look at them. Others make us feel light, energized, or grateful. She encouraged me to notice how different possessions make me feel and to gradually replace items that drain my energy with ones that lift my spirits. For example, I had a lamp that never worked quite right and dishes with chips that caught food and were hard to clean. These weren't major problems, but they created tiny moments of frustration every time I encountered them. Replacing them with items that function beautifully created small moments of satisfaction instead. This principle also applies to repairs and maintenance. Akiko believed that fixing things promptly shows respect for your possessions and prevents small problems from becoming sources of ongoing irritation. When everything in your home works well and pleases you to look at, your daily life becomes smoother and more joyful.
Secret 11. Miru Mi, seeing with fresh eyes. Miru Mi is the practice of seeing your familiar spaces with fresh perspective. Akiko wrote that we can become so accustomed to our homes that we stop really seeing them. Once a month, she would walk through her home as if she were visiting for the first time. What would catch her attention? What would seem out of place or neglected? What would feel especially welcoming or beautiful? This practice helped her notice things that had gradually become messy or disorganized without her realizing it. It also helped her appreciate the beauty she had created and maintained. I tried this exercise and was surprised by what I discovered. There were corners I'd been walking past for months without really seeing that had collected clutter. There were also areas I'd forgotten to appreciate, like a window view that I'd arranged beautifully but had stopped noticing. Seeing with fresh eyes helps prevent the gradual decline that happens when we become too familiar with our surroundings. It also helps us recognize and celebrate the beauty we've created.
Secret 12. Te-wo awaseru, gratitude in action. Te-wo awaseru literally means putting hands together, the gesture of gratitude and prayer. Akiko taught me to bring this spirit of thankfulness into every aspect of home care. Before beginning any cleaning or organizing task, she would take a moment to feel grateful for having a home to care for having the physical ability to do the work, and for the tools that would help her. While working, she would thank items as she cared for them. Thanks to the dishes for holding her food. Thanks to the clothes for keeping her comfortable. Thanks to the furniture for supporting her daily activities. This practice completely transformed my relationship with household tasks. Instead of feeling burdened by the work, I began feeling grateful for the privilege of having a home and the ability to care for it. Gratitude also made me more gentle and thorough in my work. When you're thankful for something, you naturally treat it with more respect and attention. This secret alone can change your entire experience of home maintenance from resentment to appreciation.
Secret 13. Nagomi, creating harmony. Nagomi means harmony and peaceful coexistence. Akiko applied this principle to how different elements in her home work together: colors, textures, functions, and energy. She taught me that true home harmony doesn't come from having everything match perfectly, but from having everything work together peacefully. This might mean balancing rough textures with smooth ones, bright colors with calming ones, or busy areas with restful spaces. In practical terms, this means considering how each area of your home affects the others. A cluttered entryway creates stress that follows you into other rooms. A peaceful bedroom helps you start each day with calm energy. Nagomi also applies to the balance between different types of activities in your home. You need spaces for work and spaces for rest, areas for social time and areas for solitude, places for creativity and places for routine tasks. Creating this kind of harmony takes time and attention, but it results in a home that supports all aspects of your life instead of conflicting with them.
Secret 14, Sunao, accepting what is. Sunao means accepting things as they naturally are, without forcing or fighting reality. This secret helped me stop struggling against the natural rhythms and limitations of both my home and myself. Some days I have more energy for home care, and some days I have less. Some areas of my home naturally stay neater, and others require more frequent attention. Some organizing systems work perfectly for me, and others never quite fit my lifestyle. Sunao taught me to work with these realities instead of against them. If I naturally drop mail on a certain table when I come home, I can put a basket there instead of fighting the habit. If I tend to leave clothes on a bedroom chair, I can make sure it's a chair that looks good with clothes on it. This doesn't mean giving up on improvement or accepting chaos. It means finding gentle, sustainable ways to create the home you want while working with your natural tendencies rather than against them. Acceptance often leads to better solutions than resistance does.
Secret 15, Ima Koko, being present now. The final secret, Ima Koko, means here now, being fully present in whatever you're doing and wherever you are. Akiko wrote that the most important secret of all is bringing your full attention to each moment of caring for your home. When you're wiping a counter, just wipe the counter. When you're folding a towel, just fold the towel. When you're arranging flowers, just arrange flowers. This presence transforms ordinary tasks into moments of meditation and peace. It also makes them more effective because you're not distracted by thoughts of other things you need to do. Most importantly, being present allows you to actually enjoy your home as you're caring for it. Instead of rushing through tasks to get to real life, you recognize that these moments of nurturing your space are real life. They're opportunities for mindfulness, gratitude, and gentle accomplishment. When you bring this quality of presence to home care, everything changes. The work becomes lighter, the results are better, and your relationship with your living space becomes one of partnership rather than burden.
Your home as sanctuary. Friends, these 15 secrets from Akiko's precious notebook have completely transformed not just how my home looks, but how it feels to live here. My space has become a true sanctuary, a place that supports my well-being, welcomes others with warmth. Maybe start with Soji, cleaning with presence and gratitude. Or try Kanso, leaving some empty space for your soul to breathe. Perhaps begin with Kaizen, just 5 minutes a day of gentle improvement. Remember, these aren't rules to follow perfectly. They're invitations to develop a more loving, intentional relationship with the space where you live your life. Your home wants to support you. It wants to be a place of rest, creativity, joy, and peace. When you care for it with the wisdom of these ancient principles, it will care for you in return. I'm Sarah from Senior Life Part, and I'm so grateful you've joined me for this journey into the sacred art of Japanese home care.
If these secrets have touched your heart, please share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Your share might be exactly what someone needs to transform their relationship with their living space. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss our content about creating homes and lives that truly support you. Leave a comment below telling me which of these secrets resonates most deeply with you. I read every single comment and love connecting with our community. Until next time, may your home be a reflection of the peace and beauty you carry within yourself. Take care, and remember, it's never too late to create the sanctuary you deserve.